As you grew Blackstone, how did you ensure you got the right people for the right seats?
To the right people?
For the right seats at Blackstone.
Hiring is a wonderful exercise. It's really fun. And what you're trying to do is match people's capability with who they really are. And people say, how do you know who's going to be good? You have to talk to them. It's not a resume. A resume is like a building block. Are they smart or are they dumb? If they're dumb, you don't see them. But smart people come in much different versions. When people like myself meet other people, I don't know how to interview anybody. They walk in to your room and they sit down and you look at them and somebody says something or they have something on the resume that's interesting. This is, like somebody who's won the World Chess Championship and still runs the 400 meters in less than 4 minutes. And you go, wouldn't you spend time to do all this stuff? And you start a conversation, and what you're trying to do is figure out how flexible their minds are, how emotionally stable they are, how will they do under stress? Are they self-reliant? What's their ability to express themselves? Sometimes you can see fear in people's eyes. This is usually not a good thing, right? Fear. I mean, like complete fear. What are they doing sitting there? I'm sort of easy. They shouldn't be scared of me. If they're scared of me, they're going to be scared of somebody else, and that's not good, at least from a sales perspective, being scared. So there are all kinds of things that people will tell you, and you're trying to burrow into their head and predict future behavior. And if you can do that, and you have certain criteria that they have to be nice, we don't hire anybody that's not nice or anybody that's political. So you don't have to hire anybody who's disagreeable just because they want to be hired. You don't have to do that. So you can make whatever culture you want to make. It's hard at the beginning because not everybody wants to join you because you're not successful, so you're desperate, right? But you'll find that you don't do well unless you're hiring people who are consistent with your values. So you've got to know yourself, and you've got to stick to those kind of people. Meritocracy, good thing. Sort of being able to operate horizontally instead of being, sort of a controlled monster. You can't do those. You can't have those people around, even if they're smart, even if I see movies with people who are like that and smart. It doesn't work well as you get more mature. You can have exceptions, but basically you have to have people who you think can really adapt, really have a gift, really are nice, really can communicate, and you have to imagine them under big stress. How will they behave? Will they be honest? Things like that. Answer one other thing as you're hiring people, that people over 40 are their reputation. Below that, they change, they adapt. When they're over 40, if you're interviewing somebody and you think they're a good person, but like 5 people tell you they're really not, don't believe yourself. Believe the 5 people who've had experiences with them. Don't let your own perception, somebody who's really a set personality, overrule the other stuff. Every time I did it, I was wrong. So I've learned some lessons. The question about the world not accepting new things and how do you change it, I've learned that people basically don't like change, as distressing as it is to imagine that. They don't like change.